What's up guys, Jason here back with another video, and this time we're going to check out my updated fire kit. So as usual, we will run that intro and open it up and check it out. So the reason there's a rubber band here, because I'll keep this around that like that. Get over there. Alright, so that's my tinder grenades right there. If you haven't seen these, there's a separate video you can check out on my channel. They burn for 4 to 5 minutes. Got a built-in stormproof match. You just strike it on the included strike pad and set it and forget it. Anybody can start a fire with those. But we'll move on to the Maxpedition pouch. Can't remember the name, never do. I forget so much. Probably because I handle so many different items I just can't remember the name of them. So first off, we'll start right here. We got the Exotac fire sleeve, I believe it's called, but it just holds a lighter, keeps it waterproof, keeps things from, you know, wasting the fluid. It's a fresh lighter. It's got this piece right here. I ain't gonna do it, but you can put it up there to hold the button down to get a constant flame. So a lighter, duh, every lighter needs a fire kit, and this is just a way to protect it. Kind of fancy, really overpriced, but hey, you can do the same thing. You could put like a wire tie or a rubber band around here tight to prevent it from using up the gas. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Next up, we have the Baddest Bee fire fuses right here. These came together in a kit I sent out in a prep box, but these work really good. I'm not going to take them out. You can fluff them up like a cotton or a quick tinder tab, same way. Put it out, reuse it if you want to. Cut them into small pieces. They work really good. And then the pocket bellows is of course like an extendable or a telescoping, however you say it. So you just blow in this thick end, you put this end down on the fire if it needs more oxygen, and you give her a blow and provide that oxygen. And that keeps you away from the flame, keeps your eyebrows and beards safe. So that's a good item to have. Alright, then back here, got a little tea candle, just in a bag. Little baggies. Right here I have some homemade, these are cotton rounds like women use to take their makeup off. I think that's what they use them for. I just cut them in half, dip them in wax. I usually include them in every one of my fire kits, but I leave part of it exposed with no wax so you can fluff it up and it'll take a spark. And the wax is flammable, so once it gets going it'll burn for, well, you know, a minute or two. So these are good to have. There's 6 of them in there. I just shoved the baggie as full as I could. Then I'll squeeze the air out of stuff. See, it's like a vacuum seal now. Just squeeze it. Boom. Let's see, anything else on this side? Nope. Alright, then on this side we have the UST Micro Spark Wheel. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Micro Spark Wheel. Basically this is a, just think of it as an empty lighter. It is directional, it only goes one way. But you spin that and it throws sparks off, just like a ferro rod would. Works good. Pretty cheap, $3 or $4. Good to have, and there's extra flints in there too. Alright, and of course you look at this. Let me go zoom in on this because this is a nice piece of fat wood here. Look at that. I processed it to make it square myself. It smells so good, like pie. Alright, so I'm sure most of you know fat wood's a great fire starter, and you should definitely have it. Next up, Exotac Nano Striker, I believe. Unscrew this part. It's got the little striker. Then you can take this part off, switch it around, put it on there. Then you use this. This is actually one of the best strikers ever. Exotac makes good strikers. And just bam. Oop, I don't want to light nothing on fire here. Alright, we're good. But let me do it again because I like to. Boom, works good. I think these run $16, $17, $18, $19, something like that. You could say this is overpriced, but it's a daggone good product right here. I like this a lot. It's one of my favorite. Well, I'll take that back. It's one of my favorite, yeah. But my favorite is probably the Exotac. Man, what's it called? Polystrike XL. That's it. It's orange with a black striker inside. But this one's just as good. It's a smaller, compact. Next up, another one of my favorite fire starters, Live Fire. Now I really like this because you can fluff it up. Let me refocus here. You can fluff it up, throw a spark on it, you know, only have it open as much as you want, and once you got your tinder, say you had a little wood pile stacked up above it, once that got lit, you could pull it out and close it back up and save it for later. Right here is a strike pad. There's 2 strike pads in here from Yuko, and those are for the Titan, the Yuko Stormproof Titan matches. And these things are big and beefy. I can take some out right quick. Yeah, I already opened it up, so I might as well, right? And cut that tape. Sorry about the refrigerator, always makes noise. I'm just gonna have to deal with it because I've tried making so many videos and I've quit because of the noise, and that's ridiculous, you know. I gotta make videos. But there's just 5 of these. You see how big they are, very large and in charge. I think they burn like 20 seconds. They're waterproof, windproof. And they're like a little mini road flare, honestly. But got those. Those are very useful. Back here, these are, man, I can't exactly remember the name of these. Like DB Outdoors or something like that. But these work good. These are like beeswax kind of thing. And it's got a little wick on there. You can just light it up. Easy peasy. They burn good. Next up, got a bunch of quick tinder tabs. That's what I was comparing to the Badass Bee fuses. Fluff them up, throw a spark, they burn good. They're super cheap. And alright, the last 2 items up, we have some aluminum foil. This has multiple purposes. You can lay it down on the ground if it's wet. So the ground, or if it's cold or anything like that, so the ground's not, you know, preventing your fire from being the best it can be. And of course, you can use it for cooking. And last but not least, a Fresnel credit card lens for when the sun is out. Look, you can even see the light right there, how it works. Of course, it's not going to start a fire because it's just an indoor light, but they do work. They work very well. They come with a plastic sleeve, so just leave that sleeve on them and it'll be alright. Even if it gets a little scratched up and dirty, it'll still work for the most part. So these are cool to have. But I think that is it from a fire kit. Let me put it back in here and then I guess talk about it a little bit more. See if I can remember how everything went. Fat Exotac ferro rod. I know this was sitting up here. Oh, these were back here too, wasn't it? Yep. Alright, and that goes there. These, I don't know where they were. I'll put them in here. I think they were in there. You like this steel wheel knife? That's one I carry every day. I sent it out not too long ago. I can't remember when exactly. Oop, I know these wasn't there. These are right here. Everything has its place. There's a place for everything. And then the lighter goes here. Alright. That's not quite as good as it was originally, but that's okay. As long as it shuts, we'll be good to go. So I guess, I don't know what to talk about it. It's a good kit. All these items I've tested. They're reliable. They work very well. And overall, I think this is a real well-rounded kit. I can't talk. And of course, with the tinder grenades. Hey, they might fit in there. I never tried. Let's see. Ooh, it's gonna be a little thick. We'll just leave them like they were on there. So overall, I think it's pretty darn good kit. It's gonna get me a fire going no matter what. There's plenty there. It's a little pricey. I mean, the Maxpedition pouch is probably like $35 by itself, so that's pretty expensive. And then the tinder grenades are another 10. The fire sleeve, I don't know what it is, like $14.99. Then the Exotac ferro rod is probably, I don't know, I think I said something earlier, it might be like 20 bucks or something, but it's easy to see how this kit can be easily add up to over $100. But hey, fire's important, you know. It changed the world. It changed life as we know it. So it's a very important thing. We need it for cooking and for warmth, and for forging metal and other different things like that. So, you know, fire is a pretty important thing. But that's pretty well it, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. I'm really trying to make videos more, put out more content. I know times are tough right now with everybody staying home. You know, people get bored, and most people aren't used to staying home. I mean, that was my dream, really. That's what I've been working for, to not have to wake up and go to work in the morning. But some people, they don't want that. They love going and having something to do, you know. It gets hard, man. I mean, sitting around. Even I get cabin fever, as they call it, and I gotta get out. So it's just tough, guys. So just hang in there. Keep watching my videos. Hopefully they're not too awfully bad. I know they're not the greatest in the world, but hey, it's something to watch, and I appreciate you doing so. Now just, you know, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. All that good stuff. You know how to do it. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay prepared.